Hey guys, if you're trying to invest in a recession or during a recession, you need to make sure that you understand exactly what you're doing, because doing real estate in a recession is going to be a lot more volatile. There's going to be a lot more risk, but that doesn't mean there's less opportunity. We need to really focus and understand, how do we analyze deals properly, how do we raise capital properly, and how do we actually choose the right opportunities so that we get ahead and catapult ourselves and our business during a recession, instead of doing what everyone else is doing and being stuck in fear. I want you to become courageous. This is why I'm making this video for you, and we'll be talking exactly about what things you should focus on. Let's jump in to how to actually analyze these deals and some key points that you will want to focus on during a recession while you're doing real estate deals. So when it comes to your deal analysis, there's a lot of things you need to pay even more attention to when it comes to investing in real estate during a recession. The first one is you need to pay attention to the location, and more specifically, we want to find areas in your city or where you're investing that are less likely to depreciate during a recession. We want to even look back at the history of when there were different recessions, when there were these drops in prices, what areas were less susceptible to that. And also, there might even be areas that are actually increasing in value during a recession. You want to focus on those areas. Deal analysis, you also want to pay even more attention to researching market trends in the areas that you're investing in. You want to know where home prices going, where rental rates going, what levels of people are homeowners and what levels of people are in the rental space. And then also, you want to make sure you're also paying attention to interest rates. As those change, that's going to really affect your deal analyzer, and you want to update your interest rates into your deal analyzer so you're making sure that you're analyzing these deals properly. Next is you want to calculate your ROI, your return on investment. That's going to be done on your deal analyzer. Now, in a recession, you also want to pay extra careful attention when it comes to the costs of owning that property and maintaining that property. This is a mistake I see a lot of amateur investors do, is that they forget to put capital expenditures as part of their deal analyzer. That means all these expenses that are a little bit more high ticket, new furnaces, new roofs that are going to break down, maybe even fresh coats of paint to really keep and update the property. And then also all the maintenance costs and costs of having property management in there, so you can actually manage and maintain your property, not just focus on acquiring it and owning it. Another aspect that's gonna be very important when investing in a recession is you need to make sure you understand your financing options. Your financing options are getting updated very often. You want to make sure that you connect with a financing professional. That'll be a mortgage broker, whether public or private, and you want them to educate you so that you have the best terms and conditions in your financing so that you don't get screwed over if you buy a property during a recession. A good mortgage broker will actually cater the options to you and not just their own profits. Again, that's just part of the game. People in the real estate and financing industry, they need to make money too. However, you want to position it as that, hey, I'm investing in a recession, taking a little bit more risk, so you're going to need their help. And you want to explain to them that, hey, if things go well during this recession, we're going to set ourselves up so that once the uptrend comes and returns, that we'll be able to do even more business and we'll all be making more money and setting ourselves up for that part. But for us to get there, we need to make sure that we're doing deals properly during the downtrend and during the recession. I hope that helps with being able to improve your deal analyzer. Not too much changes, but there are all those aspects that you need to pay extra close attention to. Now, when it comes to raising capital in a recession, we're going to chat about that, and I'll give you a bunch of ways so that you can actually raise capital effectively even in a recession, so that you can offer healthy returns to your money partners and that you can actually close even more deals and get healthy returns for you and your bloodline. Now, during a recession, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to raise capital, and so we want to make sure that we have some strategies to help us out with this. First thing you'll want to do is start looking at other alternatives to financing. Sometimes a traditional mortgage might not be in your favor just because, hey, interest rates might be higher and they might have different terms that aren't to your benefit. So by understanding that you have many other options, to close deals and to get financing, whether that's hard money lenders, private money lenders, raising capital from friends and family, and even having different types of private mortgages. The more options you have, the more you can weigh out the risks, benefits, and rewards for closing your real estate deals. The last thing you want is to enter a recession having only one way to finance your deals. That's going to limit how many opportunities you get and how many opportunities you actually consider, right? The more options we have, the more creative we can be to make sure that we can actually offer healthy returns, not only for ourselves, but also for our money partners. So another strategy you can use when investing and raising capital in a recession is you want to also look for joint venture partnerships, right? These are gonna be people that may have different skills, such as, hey, if you have the ability to finance deals, but you're not really, let's say, proficient at renovating and getting deals actively completed, well, hey, maybe you want to take an active partner on that and that you are just a passive partner. Or you have the opposite. Maybe you have the skills, maybe you're a tradesperson, you can actually get deals done in the sense of you doing the work or having a team do the work, but you need the capital, so you can start looking for joint ventures for passive money partners. By also considering joint ventures, that's gonna allow you to get a bunch of properties even if you don't have to necessarily use your own skills or use your own resources, right? It's better to be able to get a few properties, split it with your partners versus not doing any deals at all during a recession. Remember, during these up and down trends, people wait their whole lives just to be in a downtrend to be able to rapidly increase their net worth and their wealth. If you miss out on that time, it is gonna hurt you over the long term, because when there is blood in the streets or when there's a little bit of fear, that's gonna be the time you want to really double down. Make sure you find the cash, make sure you find the resources so that you can actually close more deals. Joint ventures and partnerships will be able to help you out with that if done properly in a recession. Last part you'll need to know when raising capital during recessions is you wanna leverage your network. You want to use your network to figure out, hey, is anyone else interested in doing deals with you? Does anyone else know of any people that want to do deals with you and want to become a potential money partner? And the more that you can leverage your network, the more you can help other people get what they need, the more you're going to be able to attract more money for your real estate deals. Again, your network is going to be your net worth. It's kind of cliche, but it is a truth in that if you're trying to do real estate alone, you're probably doing it wrong. You need to have a network of people. They're going to give you access to deals, access to money partners, and access to knowledge and skills. By having that and leveraging other people's expertise, you're gonna go a lot further than trying to do this all on your own, especially during these hard times, such as a recession. Now, lastly, when you're in a recession, you want to also pay attention to measuring out the pros and cons of different opportunities. Earlier, we talked about the importance of analyzing deals in a recession, and then we also just talked about the importance of raising capital during a recession. Now, you want to also measure out the risks and rewards of each of these deals and each of these partners, right? Something I'll always do is I'll make a T-chart when I'm looking at a deal, and I'll just look at the pros and cons of going into this deal. I will be a lot more conservative during a recession because I don't want to lose money. The whole goal here is to preserve and generate wealth. We don't want to do the opposite, which is to lose that. So even if a deal might look good on the initial analysis, during a recession, I'll still go over another T-chart to just double check if this deal actually makes sense, not only in the short term, but also in the long term. When it also comes to money partners, I'll do the same. Just because someone is interested in giving you some capital so that they'll lend that to you, they'll be a money partner, that does not mean that you should take them on as a money partner. God damn. 3, 2, 1. So once you measure out, do the values actually fit with this person? Does it actually make sense in what they're asking for, whether that's an interest rate on their money or the partnership that they're offering? Again, I do a T-chart on the pros of working with this person and the cons with working with this person. and then you'll be able to see and double analyze. Always do your due diligence more than once, especially in a recession, so that you can take a step back and be like, hey, is this actually going to be beneficial, again, in the short term and the long term to work with this person? Because if not, it will make sense for you to walk away, even if you're leaving some money on the table. It's okay to say no to opportunities, especially in a recession, because you want to make sure you get the best opportunities so that will actually catapult you to more results, more wealth, and more freedom once we're out of a recession. So to quickly recap, during a recession, things are going to be a lot more volatile. There's going to be a lot more risk. So we really want to focus on and review how we're analyzing deals, how we're raising capital, and what kind of opportunities we're actually saying yes to. It's okay to filter out and make sure that we're picking the best deals, the best money partners, and the best opportunities during this time. We also do not want to get trigger happy. So this is why you want these systems in place, so you're actually picking the best deals for you and your goals. Now, if you're interested in getting some real estate coaching, I'd love for you to apply by hitting the Calendly link below. I'd love to build you a customized real estate roadmap so we can make sure that you can actually get ahead during this recession, and to avoid certain pitfalls and mistakes that I've made in the past. I'd love to help you avoid those so that you can go further, you can go faster, and you can stay accountable and implement what we show you on a step-by-step basis on how you can close your own real estate deals. Hope you guys got a ton of value out of this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Helps the algorithm so much. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys on the next video. Patrick J. Hilaire here, real estate investor and real estate coach, and peace.